There we go. Okay, the microphone is surprisingly working. I wasn't sure what was going on. My microphone was being very strange, but now it is working. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the Michael Garza show. It's good to see you guys. I realized that I may have to wipe down the camera because it keeps focusing in weird ways, so I'll probably lower the microphone down. There we go. So, I'm drinking a Monster Energy drink in front of you guys. So, this is my morning routine. Just so you guys know I'm not a liar. I'm lying to all you guys. But I will say this. One of the reasons I'm doing this, obviously, is because I'm an Amazon associate affiliate. I love doing demonstration videos and reaction videos, and I'm reacting to the drink that I drink every morning. You guys get to see what I do, how I react to it. Do I look like I'm enjoying myself? Do I look like I'm being forced to drink this? Like, what is the deal? Why do I drink this? First off, I love this. It's zero sugar. It's not that bad, for me at least. I feel great after drinking this. It's like one of the only energy drinks I can handle because it doesn't have like a ton of caffeine. It's not like overwhelming. And it's just the right amount, man. 150 milligrams of caffeine. That's pretty good to me. Some of the cool parts about it, it's got a lot of decent amount of B vitamins in it, which is nice. Gives me that extra focus. But yeah, this is kind of how I get my B vitamins through actual eating as well, by the way. But a little bit of B vitamins from the Monster Energy drink that you're seeing here. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just want to say a quick disclaimer. Some of the links in the description are affiliate links, including the link to the Monster Energy drinks, which I hope you guys click, by the way. It helps support the show, helps support the channel in many ways. So if you guys want to support the channel in that way, please do it. But it does mean that if you buy something through that, I may get a small commission. In fact, I do get a small commission, and it doesn't cost you anything at all if you buy it. It's great, and it helps helps support the channel a lot. So anything you guys purchase through the Amazon affiliate links, whether it's the Pixel 8 Pro, whether it's the Monster Energy drinks, anything, you're supporting the channel without me having to dig into your pockets. Because truth be told, look, I want you to buy things that you'll enjoy. If you think you'd enjoy Monster, you can get them for a pretty good deal on Amazon. That's one of the reasons why I'm promoting it. In fact, you get them for a pretty good price. That's why I order them from Amazon every month. I have a subscription to these Monster Energy drinks. In fact, I linked you to the exact ones that I drink. That's just how nice I am. Look how nice I am. Oh my god. Just kidding. Just kidding. But anyway, but yeah, I do love these. Let's crack it open. Let's give a reaction. This is your honest human reaction here. As human as it gets. Okay, that's pretty good. I figured this would be good because I've been wanting to sell things online, and selling things is fun. And, yeah. Drinking Monsters. But yes, the Ultra Sunrise Paradise. Ultra Sunrise Energy. It's got L-carnitine, zero sugar. It's got taurine in it, which is nice. Honestly, it's got the complete package. I also love having taurine. So anything I get my grubby hands on, man. I hope you guys are having a very enjoyable day today. Been doing a little bit of hang-ups where I hang myself up on the pull-up bar. It's been helping me get buff. I will admit, I haven't been drinking soda at all lately, which has been nice. I've been sticking to like zero sugar things. Just staying as smart as possible with all of it. I forgot to wear my Breathe Right strip last night. No wonder I'm feeling a little bit off today. Normally I wear a Breathe Right strip before going to bed because it helps me with my snoring. But I've also been getting thinner. So hopefully that helps with my snoring. I think a lot of my snoring has to do with the fact that I am a little overweight sometimes. And I do have to get back into shape. So I instead of getting a gym membership, I did the smart thing. And I've just been being very disciplined in doing the pull-up bar, hanging up on it. So I'll usually hang up on it because I can't really do a full pull-up, to be honest. I'm just not. Look, I may got big arms, but I got a big lower body. I got very big legs. I got a very big lower body. I'm built like a refrigerator, man. That's why you don't want to play against me in basketball. Run you over. But yeah, overall, Monster Energy drink. You got my. So you guys could gauge my reaction to the Monster. Pretty good. I might have grimaced a little bit. No, I do like drinking it in the morning. It is my favorite flavor. It has less sodium than all the other Monster energy drinks, which is kind of one of the reasons why I got it. By the way, this is a good subscription to have because you don't have to pay that much to get a 15-pack of these. So what I do is I get 2 15 packs per month, and usually you kind of, usually have to supplement a little bit. Sometimes I'll go to the store and I'll buy like a 12-pack just to have, a little extra Monster energy drinks and stuff. But yeah, overall, pretty good shit. And yeah, if you guys give me a super chat, you guys know I'm a simp for super chats, obviously. But this live video is kind of more focused on just getting some content out there. I'll answer some Q&As in the chat if anybody comes into the live chat. But this is really meant to be replayed and watched again. But yeah, this is. I'm gonna make sure the logo is always facing here. But yeah, like I said, affiliate links in the description below. I'm definitely trying to encourage people to buy this product because it is a product, like I said, that I use every day. I sincerely use this product every day, especially for the job that I do. So I work at I wouldn't say I work at a call center. I work from home, taking inbound calls to troubleshoot technical stuff. I won't go into it too much, but this is really just another source of income for me, and it goes to my philosophy of multiple streams of income, by the way. So I love having multiple streams of income. It's just the way I operate. But yeah, what would be smart of Monster to do? Well, I don't know. Maybe this is smart because when I drink this, you can't see the logo, right? If they want to make it to where people can see the logo all the time, it might be best because look at the way I'm holding this. I'm holding it like this, kind of the side. I want to get a drink. They could put the logo here. So that way, most people are right-handed. So think about it this way. Most people are right-handed, right? There are people who are left-handed. But and this is just, I'm going into the weeds here on this thought experiment, all right? So you could have on the side, like you would actually have the Monster logo on the side. That way people always see that you're drinking Monster, right? And most people are going to hold, like I usually hold it like this because I want to, typically most people, if they're walking around or drinking this, they're going to be drinking this on the go. So if it's free advertising, really, if you can make it to where the Monster logo is right here instead, and then have like the nutrition facts wherever. But I think it's important. I think that would change their marketing scheme so they don't really have to do that many commercials. I don't really ever see Monster commercials anyway, but it's a way of like on the go advertising because they could make it to where their product is seen, their logo is more seen. And if people can see the Monster logo on a day-to-day basis, it affects them on the subconscious level. So, I mean, this is a big deal. So, like I said, I hold my drink. I think they're not really thinking about this, but they should think about this. It seems small, but it really has big consequences. If the Monster logo was here, considering most people are right-handed, right-handed drinkers like myself will be drinking this in public, because I usually drink these on the go anyway. If I have to go out somewhere, I'll drink these on the go. And look, right here, boom, Monster logo. Sure, you see the Monster logo here. That's not very big. I want to see this logo. I want to see this logo right here. Simple as that. But that's my philosophy on it. I'm probably wrong. Let's see. I realized also, by the way, I got to lower down my microphone. My microphone is too loud. There we go. There we go. Okay, because I've been trying to keep it in a less loud range. But yeah, overall, this is the Monster Energy drink that I drink, and it's my favorite one so far. Uh, I wouldn't say I ride or die by it, but it's definitely, because I have other sources of caffeine sometimes. I used to drink a mixture of Monster and coffee, but I realized I don't really need coffee unless I have no other source of caffeine. So I kind of stopped drinking coffee and just kind of went with this. This actually gets me pumped because it does have B vitamins in it. It has a good amount of caffeine. It's not overbearing, by the way. I like the fact that it's just 150 milligrams because that's really all I need to get going. And then the rest of it, like I said, it's got your B vitamins, it's got your other stuff, and I love it. Keeps me feeling fresh. But yeah, and honestly, as long as I keep exercising and stuff like that, I'll stay pretty healthy. I don't think these really do anything bad to you unless you're like always unless you never do anything. That's the thing. But yeah, I really do enjoy these. These are my favorite energy drinks, though, for sure. Yeah, I never thought I'd be really. I mean, I'm an okay salesman. I was actually pretty decent at J.C. Penney back in the day, but um, yeah, I really do enjoy selling products to people and helping people find the right stuff for them. Um, I think it's a positive outlook. I really do enjoy it. But yeah, do you guys drink Monster Energy drinks? If actually I could do a poll right now. Now that I think about it, start a poll. Let's start a poll here. Do you drink Monster? Let's see, Monster Energy drinks. Yeah, this is a simple poll. Do you drink Monster Energy drinks? So far, we don't have any takers on the poll. By the way, anybody in chat, feel free to get into the chat. We'll have a discussion. We'll discuss why you love Monster or why you hate Monster, or if you have an energy drink that you like besides Monster. We're always open here. But Monster is definitely my favorite go-to. This is my fave. Drink these every day for work because it gets me through the day. Really does. Because my job, I'm not gonna lie, is it's miserable. I it, I don't enjoy it anymore as much as I used to. I really don't. I'm good at it still, thank goodness. My stats are great, but the joy for it is basically gone. I will say when you have a supervisor that because she does like these one-on-ones, and I don't. She When I first started, I was gonna be quite honest, she was not exactly the kindest to me because I said that I felt like things are a little micromanaged around on this client that I work on, and you know she didn't take that too kindly, so she wasn't exactly the nicest person to me about it. And then also, I came in late a few times for sure because the job was stressing me out. And I tried to relay that to a degree. And she just told me it's time to start acting like an adult. And I was like, yeah, you suck. Ever since then, I have no respect for my my supervisor that has to do one-on-ones with me. I don't even care if they ever hear this because I just don't like them. And I don't think they're yeah, I hope they hear this because I have no fear of being fired anymore. I just don't. Like, fire me if you want. I've been at the company for years. I do a pretty good job. My stats speak for themselves. And if I have beef with my supervisor, boo. I don't kiss the ring. I refuse to. It's one of the reasons I've been there for so long is because I'm productive and I'm competent. If I wasn't, I'd be fired a long time ago because I don't kiss the ring. Like, the only thing that's good about me is the fact that I keep my stats up, and that's about it. But yeah, the Monster Energy drinks, though, seriously, these keep me going. Like, if I didn't have these, I probably would have quit already. These actually help me get through my mundane bullshit job that I don't like anymore. I'm good at it, but at the same time, I don't. You can be good at something and hate it. I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example of something I'm good at and I love. Well, I'm not athletic, but I'm decent at basketball. I'm good at basketball, good enough, and I enjoy playing it. I'm pretty unathletic, and I could actually get myself back into shape for sure. But yeah, that's just an example. But yeah, let's see if there's nobody on the poll. I mean, I don't think anybody's really watching this at the moment, so that's also it's also a high possibility. But I was listening to one of my live streams last night, and I realized that I've been making it a little too loud on the decibel levels. I needed to lower it down a bit. So I think I've lowered it down to a pretty fine range, 3 decibels, I believe. I don't have any extra gain or anything like that. I don't really do anything. I just did the output gain as 3 decibels on the compression settings in OBS. But yeah, the poll came out 3 minutes ago. By the way, 4 minutes ago. So I'm expecting somebody to answer the poll. Do you drink Monster Energy drinks? Do you? Also, I guess I'm going to put down like the video and subscribe to the channel. Oh man, I didn't take a shower this morning. Just heads up, so I look a little greasy. Took a shower yesterday, but I didn't take a shower this morning. I was like, fuck it. I have a day off today, so I got I'm on a little bit of an extended vacation. Thank goodness, I needed it. But yeah, I've grown to really hate my job. I'm trying not to let that hate fester too much, because I don't think it's good for me. I don't think it's good for anybody. But the one thing you can do is, and I think it's time for me to start exploring other options for employment. Just because I don't like my supervisor. I don't like the way she does her one-on-ones. I don't like. I just don't like the client. I don't like the secrecy. So I won't go into all the details, but the client I work for that we do the outsourcing for basically is. They just suck. I don't know how else to put it. I don't like them. I don't think they really like me at all. I think they put up with me because I have okay stats. But that's about it. Other than that, I have no love for them. I could quit the job. I could quit the job tomorrow and be happy and never speak with them again. Ever. So, that's all I gotta say. Wow, I was looking at the plans for I was looking at the plans for ChatGPT, man. The pro version's like $200 a month. I was kind of comparing real quick, so I'm at the $20 a month plan. Everything's free. Extended limits on messaging, that's cool. File uploads, advanced data analysis, image generation, yep, standard and advanced voice mode, access to deep research, blah, 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 create and use tasks, projects and custom GPTs, limited access to Sora video generation, opportunities to test new features. Yeah, I mean, this version of, I don't know why I would need the $200 version unless I needed to make like videos and stuff, I guess. But honestly, I'm cool with what I got going on. Anyway, back to the Monster Energy drink. So yeah, pretty much use this for my day to day. Gets me through the job that I kind of hate. Well, not just kind of hate. I've grown to festerly hate it. To the point where I'm glad I actually took a vacation. Like, this is a mini vacation, but I needed it more than anything. I needed to get away from it. I've hated the job for a while. Not the job, not the whole job overall. Depends on the client. Depends on the client I'm doing the outsourced stuff for. I don't particularly like the client at all. I don't like the way they do business, if we're going to be quite frank. This is one of the worst clients I've ever had the displeasure of working with. And yeah, straight up. And like I said, my love of this company has died. I mean, it died a while ago, to be honest, because once the company bought out the company that I worked for, it was kind of like a merger at first, and then they just kind of bought it out, and they kind of took their bullshit philosophy and integrated it into ours, and it's just a whole shit show. So I don't know. I think the company's basically dead that I work for, and it's dead to me. I'm literally only doing it for the money. I legit even told my supervisors, like, I don't do this because I love the job anymore. I was very honest with her. Like, in the last one-on-one, I said I just do it for the money. Like Hulk Hogan, I do it straight up for the money. That's it. And yeah. So a miserable job at this point. If all I had to do was DoorDash all day, I'd be okay with that. I'm not lying. I'd be okay with doing DoorDash every day. It's not ideal, but it's better than, dealing with toxic supervisor that I have to deal with. And it's, maybe she sees me as toxic as well. Who knows? I've never had supervisors. Well, this one supervisor is the only person I have a problem with. I've never had a supervisor that I've distrusted more in my life. Like, I've worked with a lot of people in my time. A lot of different supervisors from different jobs. Not too many different jobs, but, different supervisors that have cycled through. And I will say, fuck. I've never distrusted anybody more in my life. If we're going to be quite honest, I don't trust her. Like, and I've had plenty of supervisors, trust me. This one takes the cake. I'm like, I don't trust you. I don't know what your deal is, sort of thing. It's one of those. And like I said, I don't really care if I get fired anymore. It doesn't matter to me. I'm miserable at the job. I do the job because I'm good at it. And that's about it. And I get money. And I take that money and I invest it. I usually just bet against Bitcoin with the extra money that I have. And then I make a pretty good amount of money on the side doing that. My goal is to actually become a bit of a swing trader on the side. That would be fun. And then just do DoorDash. Swing trade and do DoorDash. That sounds like fucking awesome. And YouTube. The whole YouTube channel has actually been growing. I'm monetized in the sense that I get super chats and stuff like that. But as far as watch time ads, I'm not too sure. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, Monster Energy drink, man. It's where it's at. This is what I'm into. So what I do. This is how we do. And this is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm fly. You ain't because you're not. And this is why I'm hot. No one is changing. You better patiently waiting. It's all right. Hey, dude, I'm doing pretty good on the Amazon Associate shit. Well, I know there's no escaping. I will say, though, if somebody actually orders something, I do get a small commission, which is pretty dope. Yeah, I love the whole Amazon affiliate marketing thing. I think it's pretty neat. Gotta see my boy Sonny. He wanted to do a Zoom meeting with me. Because we wanted to talk shop about a little bit of investing stuff. So he's a smart cookie, dude. I love picking his brain. I feel like I could learn probably more from him about other things than he could learn from me. I'm a boring investor. I don't do anything extravagant. My philosophy is so basic and simple. It's insane. It's just spread out your risk. Actually, if I were to summarize in a couple sentences, my investing philosophy is pretty simple. Income. I'm gonna write this down because I love writing down things. Because it kind of reiterates it in your mind. Income is the outcome. And we'll explain these here in a second. So income is the outcome is the first sentence. The second sentence I could say describes my investing philosophy is spread out your risk. That's a big deal to me. Spreading out my risk is huge. As much as I can, at least. I don't think anybody's watching this right now. Damn, dude. There's nobody in the chat. It's insane. Take a look at the analytics, man. I don't know if any creators out there, but I've been getting so many spam bots from like those crypto spam bots and shit because I'm always betting against crypto because I think all cryptocurrencies are a Ponzi scheme, no matter what it is. Wow, there's only been like 2 viewers on the Monster Ultra Sunrise one. Damn, dude. I'm a hack. Nobody wants to see my mussy, dude. People are looking at my mussy and they're just like, dude, your mussy sucks, dude. They're just like, dumb mussy. But anyway. Yeah, overall, I think, well, I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say on this one, but, yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man, and I got giant cans, yeah. I got my big man boobs here. Let's see, man. But yeah, so let's kind of describe the whole philosophies here. So income is the outcome. Why do I say income is the outcome? What does that even mean? That sounds like some bullshit. So what income means is that what sort of income, and I firmly believe in this. This is my boy Strongman Personal Finance on his YouTube channel, and we have this disagreement a little bit. I do believe in dividends. I love receiving dividends. Like, I'm obsessed with it. Yes, I know I get taxed on them. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Do I care? Not really. So, for me personally, dividends are great. Income is the outcome is my philosophy. So, I want my portfolio to be able to give me income whenever I need it, right? And so one of the reasons I have a multiple ETFs is because it gives me income. That's the why. That's the why behind my portfolio. And then the second sentence, spread out your risk, is the other battle cry for this. So spread out your risk. So one of the reasons I'm so diversified is because let's just say this. Let's say I wanted dividends, right? And so maybe I got a decent yielding company, blah, 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 one that gives me a decent dividend. Let's just say Altria Group, for example. I think it's MO is the ticker symbol last time I checked. I have them in my portfolio. But let's say I concentrated all of my money into Altria Group. Well, that would satisfy because it does have a good yield. And it does have a pretty growing dividend, but you never know. Every company's different. Companies can crumble, right? Anything can crumble. That's one of the things. I guess I should probably note that down. Anything can crumble before your eyes. And that's a harsh truth, to be honest. It's a harsh truth to realize as you get older. Anything can crumble. So if I were to concentrate everything into Altria Group, right, I would be satisfying The income is the outcome because they pay a good dividend, right? It's a good dividend. It fairly grows from what I can tell. So it fulfills the income as the outcome, but it doesn't fulfill the spread out your risk. So the two philosophies that I have need to align with each other. So how do I make them align with each other? Well, one, spreading out your risk means diversification. I'm always spreading out my risk. I have not only one ETF that I'm into multiple ETFs. I got, whether it's commodities ETFs, whether it's bond ETFs, whether it's stock ETFs, you freaking name it. I'm spread out. I spread out my risk. And also the cool thing is I'm heavily diversified in all these different asset classes by owning these ETFs. Now, what is an ETF for those who don't know? An ETF is an exchange traded fund. It is basically a fund that holds on to a lot of different assets for whatever reason. I'll give you an example of an exchange traded fund. The VOO. What does the VOO stand for? That's the ticker symbol, but it's a Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. That particular ETF holds roughly 500 companies and models it after the S&P, the Standards & Poor 500 index. It sounds complicated, but trust me, it's not. Buying and holding ETFs is the easiest thing that you'll ever do in your life. I know because I do it every day, and I'm kind of a dum-dum, just a little bit. One of the things for me, man, I just buy and hold. I'm a buy and hold kind of guy. Now, 20% of my portfolio is swing traded, and that's 3 specific ETFs that I have designated as swing tradable. Everything else is basically buy and hold forever. So that's the way I do it. Monster, baby. I know what this is about. This is supposed to be about Monster, and I'm showing you my morning routine. You know, if I'm not working, that is. This is my not working. I guess I am kind of working as I'm doing the YouTube channel, but I don't really see this as work. I see this as joyful and entertaining. You know, whereas most people would want to watch a YouTube video, I get more joy out of creating them. So, so good. I will admit, it doesn't have aspartame in it. It's another reason why I like it. It has like sucralose, things like that. But yeah, huge fan. I am a huge fan of the Monster energy drinks, and I will continue to be. It legitimately is my favorite energy drink, and honestly, I even drink other ones besides this particular one. They have like the purple one. That one has a little more sodium in it. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of that. Yeah, let's see. Do I got anybody viewing? Yeah, we're still... Wow, nobody's viewing the live. Wow, that sucks. Well, maybe this will do better when it's released as just a regular freaking video. But damn, that happens sometimes. I will say more people do view the vertical lives. You're probably wondering, why am I doing a horizontal live if they're not getting views when the vertical lives get all the views? Well, in this instance... one of the reasons I do that is because in vertical lives, people cannot click on the description links. The links in the description are not clickable in the vertical lives, which kind of sucks. It's a bit of a disadvantage. So you kind of have to do videos like this that are high quality live streams, and it's easier than me pre-recording it because I do enjoy answering questions. So even though not a lot of people view it live as it's live, it still gets archived in the YouTube universe. So it's pretty cool. I also just love doing live videos. I'm not gonna lie. I got pretty good internet, so I like to take advantage of it, and why not? But yeah, my portfolio works for me, though. I will say that. I get a lot of dividends every month. And you're probably wondering, you have a bunch of monthly dividend ETFs and shit and individual stocks? I say to that, no. A lot of them pay out quarterly. I'm just, like I said, I'm so spread out. I've got so many different ETFs that since each ETF and individual stock that I hold pays a dividend at different times during each quarter, I I basically get a dividend every day because of how spread out I am. Like I said, I've got multiple ETFs that I have in my portfolio, and I usually just buy a share. You don't need to buy. People always think you need to buy like 5 or 10 or whatever shares, but honestly, with most of these ETFs that are index-based, I just buy a share. Like I said, my goal is to spread myself out, not concentrate into one single thing. But yeah, I spread myself out into reputable ETFs. I spread myself out into the real estate investment trusts. Real estate investment trusts, I still have to say, are my favorite investment vessel. One, it gives me direct exposure to real estate by owning companies that own real estate that they lease out, for sure. There's many advantages, by the way. Many, many, many advantages. But yeah, overall, very drinkable. The only downfall, I think they are missing out on a marketing opportunity. And when I say a free marketing opportunity, by the way, it doesn't cost them anything extra to do this, is that they could put their logo right here, right there, right. It's visible because like I said, if I'm left-handed, obviously, if I'm left-handed, look at this. You can see the monster logo. But here's the problem. Only like 10% of the population's right-handed. Most people, if I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I'm right on this, though. All right? I feel like most people drink right-handed. Majority of the population's right-handed. There are left-handed people, don't get me wrong. But there are not as many. So, you got to play with your strengths. The monster, because look at, see that right there? Boom, right here. Monster logo. I don't know. I'm really harping on this, man. I'm going on like an autistic fucking rant right now about this. I am so sad that nobody's voted on this poll yet. This is one of the worst lives I've done because it's just like, and it could be because I did an AI thumbnail. I think that people don't necessarily like AI thumbnails, and I love using ChatGPT to fucking generate. It makes life so much easier, man. I think I need to make the thumbnail look a little more realistic, I think is the deal. Waiting for my boy, Mr. Sonny, to get back to me here. Taking a look at the markets at the moment here. Yeah, I've been kind of trickle selling some of my S&P 500. So I remember how I told you guys I have 3 ETFs that I specifically trickle buy, trickle sell. And when I say trickle, I mean like I don't buy all in at once, but I don't also sell at once as well, if that makes sense. So I trickle buy and I trickle sell. And yeah, honestly, I've been able to get the S-bit at a really low price too. I'm very excited about that. So the S-bit allows me to bet against Bitcoin at a minus 2x leverage, which is really nice, by the way. I won't go into the weeds on what that means, but it basically means that it's 2 times whatever Bitcoin. It does 2 times the opposite of whatever Bitcoin does. So like I always say, if Bitcoin goes up 3% in a day, the S-bit is going to go down minus 6%, because like I said, it does 2 times what Bitcoin does, opposite of what Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin goes down 3% in a day, what's the S-bit going to do? It's going to go up 2 times. So 3 times 2, obviously, 6%. So S-bit would go up 6% if Bitcoin went down 3%. In theory, there are little rough patches, so it may not be exact, but it's very close. And I am a huge S-bit fan. It is my favorite leveraged ETF because of how volatile it can be. So the thing is, minus 2x exposure to an already volatile product is huge, especially when I get to bet against it, because I think Bitcoin is trash. That's just how it's what I believe. I believe. You gotta believe what you gonna do when they come. I gotta redeem. What you gonna do when they come? I gotta believe. Taking a look at some of my analytics real fast. But yeah, this is the show. This is the show today. We're just drinking. You're just watching me sipping my Monster Energy drink, and I just talk about whatever. But that's pretty much the extent of it. Oh boy. Also, it's very well possible that people are just working today, and that's why nobody's viewing. People have a life they need to lead, and I happen to have a day off today. Oh, it reminds me, I got to get some gas. Wow, everything's up. Wow. This is why I trade. This is why I love swing trading the indices, because you can get really good deals. People don't realize the deals you can get on swing trading, like S&P 500 style indices. For instance, I bought. How many did I buy there? 1, 2. Let's see, lots of buys. Buy, so many buys. And they want to make it tough. I just want to tell you that I had enough. It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Bye. But yeah, then I just kind of trickle sell what I have. Like I said, I have the SCHX, which is swing traded. And what that means is that it's one ETF that I have that's designated purely for being a swing tradable asset. And yeah, I'm constantly going up, going down, you name it, man. Just I kind of do what I do. And then just, like I said, play the back and forth like crazy. But yeah, kind of going back to that example, though, income is the outcome, spread out your risk. So having multiple ETFs, having multiple individual stocks, I buy them just a share at a time. There's no commission fees. It's so funny. People don't talk about this enough, but we live in the age where you can invest one single share at market price, whatever the market price may be, without actually paying a commission fee. That people don't realize how huge that is. So in a lot of ways, you don't even have to rely on having an ETF to get the diversification that you need. You can diversify just by buying a single share of whatever stocks you want to buy. However, I still love having ETFs, by the way, because it's instant diversification at a lower price. Instant diversification is huge to me. The faster I can diversify, the happier I am. The more you spread out your risk, the better you do over time. I'm very happy to have like ETFs that are like the Vanguard Total World Index, the VTI, the VXUS. Those are just the Vanguard ones. There's plenty of other ETFs that I own that I forgot that I own. Like, it's funny. I own so many ETFs that I forgot which ones I own. and that's kind of the whole point. You want to remain spread out. And one of the reasons I have multiple ETFs is not because I think one ETF is better than the other. Or that I think one of them is going to fail. My reasoning is stupidly simple. It's not even like, it's stupidly simple. It's because, hold on, the camera. Damn camera. I think the camera's, I swear to God, I think I got to clean the lens or something. All right, take off my bloody shirt here. Okay, here we go. Lens is back. I will admit, as much as I love this Logitech Brio webcam and it's done really well for me over these years, it may come to the point where I might need to upgrade it. And so we may get a new webcam. I'm still going to keep this one as long as it works. but it might allow me to do effective simulcasting now that I think about it, which would be kind of fun because I'd be able to simulcast on 2 different cameras. Don't know how that would end up working out, to be honest, but it would be fun to try. I will say that. Yeah, this is great, though. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to talk about, but yeah, like I said, 2 core philosophies to investing, man. And I think if you have your purposes laid out, the how comes to you eventually. For instance, I didn't really know what I was doing when I started investing. I'll admit that. I just wanted to get into the market and get my toes in the water. So I really kind of started sucking at first. I learned from a few mistakes. I got into penny stocks really early, which was stupid. But I admit it's stupid. It's good to admit your faults. You don't want to stick with something stupid. You have to admit when you fuck up. And I admitted I fucked up. So, yeah, it's really just kind of admitting that I suck when I suck. And admitting that I'm doing well when I'm doing well, and being honest with myself on both fronts. You can't just celebrate your victories. You do have to celebrate your losses in a weird way. I mean, you shouldn't feel too good about it. I mean, losses should kind of make you feel like shit. But honestly, at the end of the day, as long as I got my family, that doesn't... Any losses I have in the market, I could care less. And there's really no true loss in the market. It's just a loss of value because you're never putting your money into any investment. You're just trading your money away for the investment itself. And who knows, maybe you might get a positive return in the future. Maybe you'll get a negative return. Depends on when you sell. I'm a never sell kind of guy, so that's one of the reasons why I have a very, very... my portfolio is not concentrated in any way. It's so spread out. And that's the way I like it, man. Lots of price movement, lots of variables. It's nice to have a wide array of different investments in the portfolio, too. Just makes life so much easier. That's pretty much how I do it, though. No tricks, no gimmicks. I'm considering going back to simulcasting, though. Considering it on YouTube. I may actually just simulcast on TikTok. That would be a fun experiment because it's like... It would be a new audience, and it would be a new way for me to, in a sense, advertise the YouTube channel. Because I have my YouTube channel linked on TikTok. In fact, I have... So I intentionally put TikTok on this phone, just in case it is Chinese spyware, because I think it is. Let me see. Where's TikTok? TikTok on the clock. DJ, blow my speakers up tonight. Got lots of people on here. Yeah, so I'm on TikTok on this. I kind of just use this phone for TikTok primarily. Mainly because I don't like how resource intensive TikTok is, so I just kind of have TikTok on this phone. And so this has kind of become my TikTok phone right here. Yeah, links to my YouTube channel. I think the link is still working. You're about to open external API cache. Cool. There we go. Yep. There's the perfect. There's the links me to the... So, in a weird way, I mean, I could also extend my followers on TikTok by doing more lives. It would be interesting to at least try that. So I could, in a sense, simulcast to TikTok. And, even though I don't particularly like TikTok as a platform. I think it's garbage. But, you know, I mean, I could, in a sense, simulcast to TikTok, which, you know. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. You need a certain amount of viewers. I don't have enough followers to actually do lives on TikTok. I only have like 300 or something. Huh. Crazy. Oh. I'm going to take a shower tonight, though. That's what I got to do. Got to keep my mussy fresh, dude. Keep my mussy fresh. I will say the one thing that I think most people need to keep doing, though, is keep reading. Reading kind of keeps your mind focused. It keeps you, keeps you very on top of shit. So I'm trying to figure out, and you never know. So one of the things I do, like I said, I trickle by the SBIT because I believe that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, and even though it gets up to like $100,000 recently, I think the highest Bitcoin got to was $109,000. I love betting against it when it's at that point because it's like I just don't think it's sustainable. Most of the money that goes into TikTok is the dumb money. Also, there is a lot of corporate money that's getting in there too. I think a lot of big institutions are manipulating the price because there are no real laws and regulations on manipulating the price of Bitcoin or any crypto. Thank goodness, because it is the wild, wild west. So whenever they pump up the price like that, I'm constantly betting against Bitcoin more and more using the leveraged ETFs that I have access to. This is not financial advice, by the way. This is just a fact of my life. This is what I do. This is how I make a little bit of extra money because I believe that if you see a Ponzi scheme, you should find ways to bet against it. And the SBIT and the Biddy are my ways of betting against it, and it's been fairly profitable for me. I swing trade those ETFs, and it funds my portfolio a little additionally, so I don't even have to use my own money to fund my own portfolio. I just, boom. I know there's taxes on those trades, obviously, for any profit and stuff, but whatever. I don't give a shit. As long as I get fucking paid, dude, paid. So yeah, income. The two sentences that describe my entire investing philosophy, man. Income is the outcome. Spread out your risk. Enough said. I mean, like after that, game over, dude. Game frickin' over. It is game over. No, our love is fading. No, you're here to save me. I've been patiently waiting. I love singing during these streams. I'm not gonna lie, because that's what R. Kelly did when he was doing his streams on girls. That's such a bad joke. That joke sucked. But yeah, that's what R. Kelly did when he was doing his streams. He was singing. And I believe I could piss. I believe I could piss on your tits. I think about it every night and day. Hang out with Diddy, now I'm fucking gay. I believe I am sore. I left my booty at the open door. I believe I am gay. Just like Diddy. Just like Diddy. Sorry. I'm trying to become Weird Al. I'm trying to become like Weird Al Yankovic, man. But really, in all actuality, I think I'm more like Richard Cheese because I love doing the I love doing that style of music where it's just like lounge music, crooning music. That's what it's called, crooning. I'm a crooner, baby, so why don't you kill me? Baby, baby, oh yeah, oh. That's what it feels like when I'm getting it in the butt. Oh yeah. But I love doing this show. I will admit, I started using Meld Studio. Jordan, I want to thank Jordan Nawatney, my boy, for hooking me up with Meld Studio. Very cool, very sexy. And my boy Jana Watts is the tits. He's the man, and got to give him a shout out every time, man. Nawatney. But yep, like the video and subscribe to the channel. No subscribers though. What are you doing? What are you doing? We need more simps, dude. If you ain't a simp, if you ah's a pimp, then you ah's a simp. Anyway, this live has gone on long enough. I want to thank you guys for viewing, and thank you for guys for checking out the show. And yeah, I got nothing else to add. Make sure you. I didn't finish the monster though. I got to finish the monster, so to be legit. So hear that? Still monster left in here. Now we're gonna drink it. Oh, there we go. And that's oh wow. I swear I might need to get a new camera. Or I just need to clean the fucking lens. I think that's probably it. The cleaning the damn lens. All else fails, I got my Pixel 8. I could do the show on this. I got a tripod. Alright, but I want to thank you guys for making my mussy dry, making my mussy wet. Moist. We don't have wet mussies. We have moist mussies. Thank you. It's always Mussy Monday on this show. Thank you guys for checking out the show. Give yourselves a round of applause anytime you watched it. I don't think I had like really any live viewers. But hopefully people watch this later and they buy a bunch of Monster Energy drinks. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. And